Hey guys, what is going on? Chris and Anthony, we are back doing a recap of last night and a look ahead to today's games for Thursday, the 29th. As all you guys saw, I didn't do a video yesterday. Honestly, got really busy and just by the time I was going to do one, it was just too late. So anyway, hope you guys all had a good night. It was honestly a little crazy. A lot of news dropped, kind of messed us up a little bit, had us scrambling. So. But anyway, still won, had a 316.2. That was Anthony's lineup, so I'll definitely let him do a recap of it.
Yeah, so coming into tonight, it got really crazy. Obviously, there for a while, a lot of news dropped here at the end, so um, kind of pushed our lineups back, and I started kind of panicking a little bit, but ended up getting out a barely cashing lineup. Really, thank goodness for that Kevin Durant block at the end there.
Yep.
But yeah, so starting off, I had Schroeder and Rose. I kind of talked. I was like, I didn't think that Rivers was going to end up being a good play when Paul got announced in, so I kind of moved off him. And I thought that this play right here, these two could combine, like I said, to get their 5x. I didn't really expect much more, but 41 from Rose, that was pretty impressive right there. And 36 from Schroeder, that's basically exactly what we needed from him. So we'll take that. And then Crawford, disappointment. Didn't realize that he was going to be affected so badly here. He naturally starts or he naturally plays with the second unit, but that bump back to the second unit really brought him back down to earth here from where he has been for the past couple of days. So not the best play there. Jeremy Lamb, he got what we kind of needed here. Wasn't the best play for that price. There was a couple that kind of got bumped up near the end there. I was on holiday actually, and we saw Vujicic was announced in, and that pushed my lineups back even more because I really wanted Holiday in there when I found out that Lee got announced out, and then that news really moved me off of Holiday. I should have just stuck with my guns and my knowledge, but sometimes that's what the news does to us, right? But
Yep.
then Kevin Durant, great play here, obviously, did pretty well here. Wish he would have done a little bit better, like Butler, but hey. He got what I expected. I didn't expect Butler to do what he did. George also provided pretty good value for the position. So, we talked about it that we had to have Durant in here for sure. He looked like the sure thing of the slate. We were right about that, but yep. MKG 28.2, decent. It was a blowout. He could have had more, but they pretty much had that game wrapped up before the fourth quarter even started. It was pretty bad. And then LMA, he did okay, 43.6. He's been on a tear lately. And then Kawhi was announced out with an illness, so we knew he was going to get the usage bump. So definitely loved that play. Thad Young, kind of an up-paced game, a bit of a grinder. He did well in the first half. They needed him because George kind of got in foul trouble, so they used him a lot there. But George came out on a tear in the second half, so that really limited his second half production there. So didn't finish as strong as we wanted, but still 30.7. I'll take that from him. And then Boogie, he obviously didn't repeat last game, but still did okay. They weren't as competitive in this game in Portland, obviously, so they were struggling to kind of keep it close there at the end.
Yeah, I thought they'd keep it a little closer, No Lillard, but also, they didn't have Rudy Gay, so yeah, they were down as well. But, that's why I thought his usage would go. I mean, his usage is high, but no Rudy Gay. I thought he'd do a little more, but, he's getting double teamed and triple teamed, so I would expect.
Yep.
Um, so yeah, still a half decent night. So as normal, guys, if you are interested in premium lineups, it's $30 per month, 130 for the season for Fanduel, 3 to 5 lineups per day, depending on the slate. And then DraftKings, $25 per month for 2 to 3 lineups per day. We will have our email in the comment section for you guys. All you have to do is message us, and we'll get you all set up. All right, moving to Thursday. It's kind of weird to say it, but a relatively big slate for Thursday. Thursday is usually only like 3 or 4 games, but we got 6 of them here on for Thursday here. So yeah, with that being said, let's get into our first game. We have Miami and Charlotte, a 199 total, and Charlotte by 6 in Charlotte. Charlotte back to back. Miami is coming on rest. So who you like here?
I think right now Charlotte's top player obviously is Nick Batum.
Yeah, he's just been on fire.
Yeah,
Price still hasn't came up yet, so you got to attack him. I mean, he'll be popular, but yeah, usually don't want to play guys against Miami, but as we know, they're not the same team, so you got to have Batum in here.
it's kind of weird. I mean, they've kept his price the same and just been lowering Kemba's price. So
Yep.
I'll just keep taking advantage.
Right.
Didn't want to do it last night. It still did okay, but kind of like we were thinking, it was going to be a bit of a blowout. But I think on a night like this, I don't really hate it.
Yeah, last time they played a long time ago, but as normal, it was a low scoring game. You got Winslow, you got James Johnson, you got Michael Gilchrist. Do you like any of them?
I feel like Johnson's run's kind of coming somewhat to an end now that they're getting healthier in Miami.
What about
Less minutes to go around.
Well, yeah. Well, what about MKG? You want to keep going him, or do you think that this good 3 day run's going to end against Winslow?
Yeah, I want to play him, but I mean I'm wary of the Winslow matchup for him. I don't necessarily want to say I'm too scared. They're kind of similar in certain ways, but it's a bit of a slow paced game. At 4,700, it's not killing you. I mean, I feel like you can still do it in cash, but
And I think he's going to
GPP,
be a
it's
lot
not
more
huge upside.
popular too.
Yeah,
So
absolutely. He's going to be like 40% on. I mean, people are going to
yeah,
think like 4,700 for 25, 30 points. I'm going to do it.
it's not GPP for me. Definitely not.
No.
I mean, yeah, he might hit it, but like you said, he's going to be well owned. Going to back, going up against Winslow, as we know, half decent defender. So yeah, I think it's cash game just because he's going to be so popular, and like we always say, if the guys are popular, if he busts, then everyone else is going to have him. Power forwards, do you like any or nope?
I don't. I'm not going to get too intimidated here against the power forward position. I don't necessarily get excited to play Marvin Williams, but I mean at $4,400, like that's really not killing you.
Yeah, I was supposed to play him yesterday, but canceled my lineup. Only had 20.7. It's not bad. I mean, he's not the most explosive guy, but if he gets you around that, are you gonna pay 4,400 though for a guy that's averaging 19? I mean, he's not hitting value. I
It
mean,
seems a little odd, I know, but I think that maybe this might be kind of like one of those 30.2 games where they got some trees over here, and
right?
well, at least Whiteside is pretty big down there, so
Nobody else is too
they're gonna
big.
want to size up. I don't know. I just
You have a little weird feeling. No, it's totally fine. I mean, yeah, GPP play for sure. I've been playing him a couple times this last couple weeks, and he's just been sucking for me. So it's hard for me to go there because I've been burned by him so much. But you haven't played him, so maybe you can take a shot with him. And then you got Hassan Whiteside. Do you like Whiteside? Do you like Zeller? Maybe Zeller GPP.
uh, I don't think I would even want to play him in GPP at 5,200 though. That's just like a little.
Yeah. If he was like 40, 46 maybe.
Yeah.
As normal, Heat are in the top 5 worst against centers, but see here, 5,200. How's he been doing here? He's been all right. I mean, like I said, I'd take a shot with him if he was a little cheaper, but 5,200, yeah, it's getting up there.
Plus, I mean, I think he needs it to be in like a little bit of a faster game,
Yeah,
not so much a half court
slow
grind
pace.
it out, big
Yeah,
time.
yeah, he likes playing in those faster matchups. But Whiteside, he kind of likes these slower pace games.
Mm-hmm.
Because he faced Orlando, had 61. New Orleans and LA, those are fast paced games. It's the same as OKC, didn't do too well. But yeah, these slow paced games, he does half decent. Do you like him or too much? I mean, Zeller, he can easily destroy Zeller. It's just I don't know if you want to pay 89 for him for a guy that's been last 3 games 41, 37, and 23. Do you think I don't know? Is he going to rebound or is he just going to?
I think he. I think he's a decent play, but I mean, $8,900. I'm just not too excited to do it tonight. I'm
Right.
looking to fit Westbrook in there, so
Mhm.
plus you got James in a pretty good game. So, like those are two guys I'm looking to spend up for.
Yeah, I'm
I
not
don't.
too high on Whiteside either. Just
Yeah,
he hasn't honestly he hasn't really been doing much. I think he's hit like over 50. I think what twice maybe in the last 2 weeks. I mean, it's just,
I'm not
yeah.
gonna go there.
No, his price is just way too much right now. So,
This game's just a
um,
little bit slow for me, and it's not gonna be the closest either.
no. All right, so we got centers. I mean, sorry, point guards. You got Walker. Don't know what's going on with Roderick, Tyler Johnson. Do you like any of these guys?
Phew.
Or
Tyler
just
Johnson, what a disappointment, huh?
yeah,
Um,
but he is going
yeah,
up against Walker though.
yeah.
Well, never mind. He'll be coming on the bench probably because Josh Richardson started last game at
That's what I
point.
was kind of saying. Is like some of these guys who had these runs for the past couple weeks, not really happening now that Miami's getting healthy. So
Well, Richardson. Well, what if Richardson starts at the point guard? Do you like him? I mean, he's playing humongous minutes right now.
if he's gonna get those minutes, yeah. But I mean, Dragic probably might be back because
Yeah,
it's a back spasms. I think he'll. I don't really
he'll get some
know. I
ice
mean,
on it.
yeah. I mean, I would like to think that he's only gonna miss maybe one game, But
Yeah, I mean, back spasms. They could either be one game or what happened to Favors last year had back
mm,
spasms, but he was out for about a month. So, hopefully it's nothing bad. But but this game, it's kind of a. I don't really like this one. Um, if you had to pick one guy, it's Batum. That's how I feel.
yeah,
Would you going to go back to Lamb or I mean, if Bellinelli's out, or is that probably, yeah,
yeah, probably no.
yeah. So
Um, I mean,
Batum, yeah,
yeah, Batum, but I mean, really, if you're taking guys from one game, especially on a smaller slate, you kind of want to pair them. I mean, you don't want to just, oh, this is one guy who's going to do okay in a blowout. I mean, how well is he going to do?
yeah. I mean, for me, like I've picked Batum as a single before, and he's pretty consistent. I mean, usually I never ever pair Hornet players together.
That's true.
I never do. I don't know why, but I always just pick Batum for the most part. I think I've picked him like 95% of the time over all these other Charlotte players. So
People are going to go
um,
Batum and MKG. Like, let's just,
yeah, I'm gonna go Batum, but I'm not gonna go MKG
I
because,
don't
like
think
you
I
just
would.
said, maybe a little fatigue plus Winslow. So that's where I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna go Batum and probably move on from this one. Not a pretty game. All right, moving on. We got Boston and Cleveland. This is going to be a good one. We got a 215 total. Both these teams are on, have plenty of rest, and Cleveland only by 6. Um, last time these guys did play, Cleveland beat them 128 to 122. So,
Play
uh,
everyone.
yeah, I mean that was November 3rd, so over a month and a half, but still, um,
Pretty much the same game.
yeah, not many people change. Mostly the same players, same atmosphere. So, yeah, this is going to be a very, very good game. Um, honestly, I wish it was in Boston because I think they keep it a little closer, but still, it should be a good one. Who you like in here? Point guards, you just Thomas and Irving. I mean, Irving's ill, but I think he should
What's the
play.
deal with that?
Yeah, and that's the bad thing, though. I mean, if he is ill, he might be a little mispractice Wednesday due to an illness, but expects to play
We'll be
against the
good.
Celtics. So, yeah, it's a little illness, but it is a primetime game, so I do think he's gonna do half decent. So you got Thomas, you got Irving. Who would you rather play?
Mm,
I'd pick Irving. That's just who I'd pick.
yeah, I think I'd rather pick Irving, but
I mean, like I said a long time ago, but last time they played, Thomas 30 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists, and Irving 23, 4 and 6.
we'll see. What I'm thinking here is I might just go Irving and Smart.
Yeah, Smart. Yeah, he's getting a lot more playing time here. Rozier's not really doing anything anymore, so Smart's they've been playing him a lot more, 28-30. You like Smart against Cleveland here?
Don't mind it. I mean,
He'll be at the shooting guard position against Shepard, I think. So,
Shumpert or Liggins or who knows.
yeah, or they put him in at that small forward. I mean, Smart's one of those guys. He's a utility guy. So,
Scrappy player. I
yeah,
like
he's
it.
a scrappy player. He is. So, he's going to be into this one. Yeah, Smart is a pretty good GPP play right there. So yeah, I like Irving. I don't mind Thomas either. And then you got Bradley, who had a heck of a game last time. What do you liking him, or is he going to be too popular? How you feeling here?
He's going to be super popular. Not super excited to play him.
Well, I was going to say, I mean, I know it's a long time ago, but last time they did play, though, 26 points, 10 rebounds. But
yeah, that was
look at
before
that,
Gerald Green was
so
cutting
bad.
into his run. But I mean, I don't know.
Well, Bradley's been so bad, 24, 26, 27,
And
25.
then he has this one game against Memphis of all teams.
So, I mean, I predict around 30, 33, 34 from Bradley. That's not bad.
What it is for me here, if you look at it, I mean, you just see a jump in his points is what it is. Real points scored. Like the shots started falling for one game, so I'm not gonna rush out to roster him because every time I watch him play, I mean, his shot is off. He's terrible all the time.
Plus, as you know, Cavaliers is a pretty good team here. So, yeah, his last 10 games, he's not been doing good. Only been averaging 29 fantasy points. So, yeah, he just hasn't been doing too well here. So, I'm probably going to fade him. I mean, who
I
knows?
need to know that I'm going to get 30, 35.
Yeah, and he's 67. That's expensive. Like I said, just go to Batum. That's how I feel. If you're going to pay that much.
Yeah.
You got LeBron James. Obviously, you got to put him in there. You got Jay Crowder. Do you think maybe Crowder's going to get you 25 here, or
No, I think like James is too good of a player for Crowder to really be capitalizing off him too much. If anything, the only thing that you might take from this is that maybe Crowder scares you as far as LeBron's ceiling. So maybe you only want to put him in cash.
Nah.
But you got to have him in GPP too, I think.
Yeah, I mean you have to. Yeah, Crowder. I mean, even in the easy games, he just doesn't do anything. So
that's what I'm saying, man.
I'm not going Crowder. I don't think.
I don't like it.
I mean, he plays those big minutes obviously because he has to be out there, but doesn't do too much in those minutes. Let's see here. So yeah, I'm not feeling it, but obviously LeBron, you got to feel him. Kevin Love should obviously be a very good play here as well.
Yeah. We haven't really played him too much, but Amir Johnson, everyone's favorite little value play right now, and his price went down.
Yep. But the only bad thing, Kevin Love.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I know he's been doing half decent, but Love is one of the best power forward defenders in the league. And I think they're going to go a little bit bigger. So I think Kelly Olynyk's going to get a little bit more run than normal. Johnson's not a big dude.
The thing for me is like Amir goes off in the first half, and you're like, "Oh man, I can't believe I missed it on Amir tonight," and he doesn't do anything else. So one thing we know about Love is that's when he goes off is during the first half. So
yeah, I'm not feeling Amir Johnson. Maybe it was like the Lakers or someone, but man, Kevin Love, and like I said, I think they're going to go a little bit bigger here. So, I'm not doing Johnson, maybe, but I'm not my biggest 1 year against Love. You got Al Horford, you got Tristan Thompson. Al Horford, maybe, but Thompson, pretty good defender, really good rim protector. So, do you like any of these guys or no?
For me, Tristan Thompson always finds his way into my player pool of guys I'm going to consider just because of his price point. So I'll keep him on my list tonight, but I don't know if I'm going to land on him as a final roster piece, but if I can't really justify spending up at the position, then I'll just punt with him.
Yeah. Same thing. I keep going back, but I know it was a long time ago. But last time he played him, Thompson, 15 points, 14 rebounds, and that was with Irving, James, and Love all healthy. So
I do like centers against Boston.
Yes.
So
even though Thompson, he's been iffy, but like I said, Celtics are, not the best team we just saw. I mean, obviously he's a little bit different player, but Marc Gasol just went off against them. So if Thompson, I think, can get you double-double, I think he gets you at about 20, 27, 28, which is totally fine. So out of all the cheap centers we've named so far, Thompson's probably my favorite. Not my
well, that's
favorite
the
player.
thing. I mean, last slate we're facing the Celtics. I rushed out to go get Gasol. I mean, I got short-sighted. I was just like, Gasol is far and away my play of the day at that position.
Yeah, and he
I don't really feel the same way about Thompson. So that just kind of speaks to the player he is. But, I don't hate it. I don't hate the spot. So
no, yeah, I don't
end up with it.
Yeah, don't expect that huge upside. But I mean, if he gets you 25, 26, there you go. But for me, he's a GPP because we know he can just dud. So he's a little risky. So I'm not maybe in one or two lineups. But if you're going to depend on him in all your lineups, I probably wouldn't do that. So, so Irving, you said Smart as well. Maybe some Thomas, but definitely would pick Irving. Bradley, not really. Love some LeBron. Love, and then like maybe some Thompson and GPP. So, yeah, that's going to be definitely a good game to target. All right, moving on. We got OKC and Memphis, 198 total, in Memphis by 2. So, obviously you got Westbrook. Who else you liking in this one?
That's an ugly line right there.
Yeah, 198.
198 and Memphis by 2. Ugh, that scares the crap out of me.
It could go overtime though. It's close.
Well, it just scares the crap out of me, dude. I mean, they think that they're really favoring Memphis here. I just
right.
Just means Gasol's going to just completely go off.
He has to if that's what they think it's going to be.
I mean, it's not going to be Andrew Harrison against Westbrook, is it?
I hope not. I missed that opportunity last time. What about? Well, I think, man, I don't know if they're going to play in big minutes, but man, Canner's sitting in a good spot against all these big guys. Gasol, Randolph, Green, they're all big dudes. And as I keep saying, Canner loves playing against those big guys. So, do you think they're going to give him the big minutes again, or do you think they're going to drop his minutes down?
Put him in against old man Randolph, slowpoke Randolph, dude.
Should annihilate him.
Pretty much.
I mean, look, he's going to be popular, but 33, 29, 29, 29. $5,400. That's
I'll pay $5,400 for 29 points.
Yep. Yeah, against Randolph, I really don't mind that. Only bad thing is, the pace of the game might slow down a little bit. But even against Miami, had 29, and they're one of the slower teams in the league. So, and also against Utah, slower team, 26.9. So yeah, Canner, got to put him in there.
So you gonna play Kershaw in this game?
Yes, I'm gonna play some Kershaw.
Yeah, I mean, you just have to.
Yep. Yeah, we were talking about earlier, Westbrook and Kershaw are kind of the same guys. So expensive. Sometimes their matchups aren't that good, but you got to have exposure to them. I mean, if Conley's out, yeah, that helps Westbrook. Surprisingly, his salary went down $500. 13,000 was almost insane.
What I'm getting is Fanduel is just doing it matchup based. They're not even even taking his performance into consideration. It's just what's the pace of the game going to be?
Yep. Yeah, that's what they're doing. I mean, most people they don't do that, but yeah, with Westbrook being so much. So, last time, they haven't played for a year. So, what about Tony Allen? He had a half decent game. No, Mike Conley.
Yeah, if Conley's going to be out, I mean, this was another one that I missed last game. I was kind of kicking myself for that one. Yeah, if Conley's going to be out, I don't mind Tony Allen here.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and as we know, I don't know what's going on with Oladipo, but yeah, Allen at home, I don't mind him. Don't know what's going on with Parsons, even if he plays, doesn't matter to me. You gonna go? You like any of these other power forwards besides Canner? I mean, I picked Zebo last game and he had a pretty good one, but he had 30. But I mean, he's been playing good these last 3 games. But
As far as excuse me, as far as Memphis is concerned, I'm just pretty much going to stick with Gasol.
yep, and then maybe some Tony Allen, depending on what's going on with Conley. Um, you even like Gasol against Steven Adams? That doesn't bother you?
Doesn't really scare me too much.
No, I mean if Conley's out again, we know what his usage is. So yeah, you have to play Gasol here.
Yeah, and I don't. I mean, this is the crappy thing about OKC is they kind of teeter totter back and forth between their big men, and
Yep.
I've been going back with Adams for a while here, but he's kind of on the downhill right now.
Yeah, he's a downhill and Canner's on the uphill. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, definitely gotta switch there. So yeah, Gasol, Canner, maybe some Tony Allen, and then obviously got some Westbrook in there. Well, would you play? I mean, if Conley's out, would you play Harrison just to have exposure to this game?
He will probably get what, like 3-4 steals against Westbrook. That's almost halfway to value.
I mean, he played 44 minutes against Boston. I mean, man,
He's not really a steal guy here, but I mean, Westbrook just turns it over.
Yeah. I mean, you might have to play him just to have exposure to it. Everyone else is going to play him too. But 3,900, if he gets you 25 points, I mean, shoot. He's doing half decent for you. But that's obviously if he starts. So
I would assume that. I mean, this is a little bit of an uptick in Memphis's pace, right? I mean, even if it's minuscule, it's an uptick.
mm-hmm. That is. So, they'll be playing a little bit faster, a little bit more possessions per team. So, I mean, because they're going to have to play faster because of Westbrook, obviously.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. Westbrook creates more possessions for every team.
and Andrew Harrison, he's a young guy, and I've seen him play, and he's a pretty quick, fast little guy. He likes to get out there, so I don't mind Harrison if Conley's out. So, but you got to remember though he's going to be popular, so definitely remember that. So yeah, we mostly covered almost everyone. Going to be a pretty good matchup here. I know that total's a little low, but I do think it will go a little bit higher than that. So. All right, moving on. We got Phoenix and Toronto. We got a 220.5 total, and Toronto by 8.5. As we just saw, Toronto was down like 40-15 against Golden State, fought their way back, but ultimately did lose by I think 10 or 11. So, yeah, who you like in here? I think Carroll's going to sit because they already said that he's going to sit. So maybe some Powell.
Yeah, that's definitely a play that.
I think I read that right. I read somewhere that he was going to sit on one of the back-to-back games. So, if not, my bad. But I'm almost 100% positive I saw that. So,
I wasn't 100% on that, but I mean, if Carroll's going to be out, then yeah, that's definitely a play that it opens up. Is good old Powell.
Terrence Ross, game time decision. I don't know why. Don't know what happened to him. Must have hurt something. But yeah, Norman Powell, he'll get some minutes in there.
It might kind of open up T.J. Warren again too.
Yep, it might. You said it yesterday. Kawhi was out. You wanted to play Warren, didn't do it, but should have, obviously. But so you like Warren here, or?
I mean, yeah, if Carroll's going to be out, but I don't know for sure if that's the case or what. So
yeah, like I said, I'm pretty sure that I saw that. But yeah, if he's out, yeah, definitely would play some T.J. Warren. He'll be a little more popular, but I still think he won't be the most popular guy out there. I mean, because if they see Toronto, then yeah, it's not the best matchup. But yeah, you got the Rosen. Is he a must play here? Or you think he's going to be a little sluggish here?
At 8,400, it's always a.
It's not bad for him. I mean, it's really not that bad. 84.
Yeah, it's not bad for him, but I don't know. He's never going to get you much more than 50. I mean, I don't know. I when I pay that much money, I kind of want a guy who has a good chance of getting me huge value on that. And I feel like just you're hoping he scrapes by 5x for you most nights.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here. Hasn't played the Suns yet this year, so yeah. I mean, I mean, honestly, he'll probably get you around 43, 44. That's not bad, but I mean, I'd rather have LeBron and Westbrook in there, which I think you can do tonight. Have LeBron and Westbrook in the same lineup. So I don't mind DeRozan, but I mean, it is a pretty good matchup for him here against Booker. So he's in the back of my mind. Brendan Knight, do you like him? He's been half decent as well. Maybe this is going to be a blowout. He's going to have to play some more minutes. 27 and 23 in his last two.
Yeah, he doesn't excite me a whole lot, but
No.
I mean,
if it is going to be a blowout, he's going to play bigger minutes.
he's finally settling into his second unit role that he loves so much.
Not really, I don't think. He's still all over the place, but he's kind of getting there. But yeah, I'm not too. I mean, 47. That's a little expensive to be paying for a guy that's going to get you 20.
Yeah, would you rather play him or MKG?
I play Michael Kidd-Gilchrist.
Yeah, I think so too.
I mean, honestly, if I pick, I wouldn't play any of them. But I mean, if you had to pick between the two, but I don't think I'm going to play either one of them. But I mean, if I might have to play Michael Kidd-Gilchrist if that's all I have for salary. So yeah, if that's all I had for salary, I would definitely pick MKG. You got Lowry, you got Bledsoe. Like these guys, Lowry's almost 9K.
Scary for Lowry. This is the kind of up-paced game though that can pay it back.
Yeah, but I also think
Bledsoe's a tough
take a
matchup.
back seat though.
Yeah, I don't. Ugh. I don't like Lowry most nights, anyways. I mean, I wasn't really excited to play him last night. You were.
Yeah, I liked him last night. So,
I would play DeRozan more than I would play Lowry. That's just.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, he hasn't been bad. But I mean, if you're looking for a guy that's going to get you 44, I mean, if you had to, I'd pick DeRozan. That's a little bit cheaper. So, yeah, I'd pick DeRozan probably over Lowry. Power forwards, I don't think. One guy that's been playing a lot more is Dragan Bender. I don't know if he's any fantasy. 37 and 20. 37 against Houston, huh?
37 points against Houston.
Wow. Yeah, he's been playing big minutes, man. And he's
27 and 27.
Boy. I've been watching him. He's 7'3". He's really skinny, but he's a really big, fast big man. He likes to shoot that three too.
Does Toronto play as big as Houston and San Antonio?
Houston's not that.
They're not even that big. Yeah, they had Harrell.
Yeah, and Harrell and Anderson.
Nene and Anderson.
So, and they didn't play Siakam at all last night. Played 4 minutes. Patterson played a lot. Maybe take a shot with them. I don't. Maybe if he gets you 25 points, I mean, shoot, what are you losing?
Go for it.
I was excited. I mean, when he got drafted, I was excited for him because this is a good spot for him. I think he's only 19 years old, so just getting a little bit more playing time. I mean, I know it's a GPP for me, but centers you like Valanciunas, Chandler.
Ooh, I don't like either of these guys really.
Lucas Nagira.
Yikes. Ooh, not too excited at the center position for either of these teams ever. I feel like we haven't seen too many centers at all, other than Gasol. That's pretty much it for me.
Valanciunas plays, as you saw last night. He's not good when it's a fast-paced game. So, Patterson played a lot more minutes though.
Want to play yourself a little Patterson?
Yeah, I did that one time.
I did it one time.
25 and 13. No, I'm good. I'm good.
There's no way.
Yeah, no. So for me, my GPP is Bender. I like him. Um, Bledsoe has a really hard matchup. Lowry, do you think maybe? Do you think maybe the coach will rest one or the other, or is that out of the possibility? Back to back going to Phoenix after a really hard loss.
Well, the line doesn't indicate it yet, but
No, I mean
um,
it could. But they're still pretty young though, DeRozan and Lowry. But I mean not young, but I think they'll play. I think they'll blow them out and then probably rest the fourth quarter. So Um, yeah, that's why I'm looking for a lot of these scrappy guys like Knight that's going to get some extra minutes. I'm looking for Bender. Some of these guys because I know it should be a blowout. So I think
mhm.
trying to find some of these guys are going to get some extra minutes. Warren a very good play if Carroll's out. So for me, I'm going to be targeting a lot of these cheap guys that I think are going to play extra minutes because of a blowout. But I'm not going to be spending up too much for these expensive guys on this game. So
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's like DeRozan's normally just like a cash play, and can you really
yeah.
spend up for him in cash?
No. Yeah,
So,
and you didn't even both of us didn't even pick him against Golden State last night, so kind
mm-mm.
of tells you how we feel. So, all right, moving on, we got Utah and Philadelphia. This is going to be a terrible one. 194 total, Utah by 12.
Oof.
So it could be like a 95 to 75 game. Who you like? Who you like in this one?
Oof. Nobody at that.
That's a very bad spread on a really low scoring game. Hayward,
I
I
don't
guess you
think you
got to
can
give
pick
him.
anybody.
Yeah, I mean, you can give Hayward consideration, but oh man, he's almost 8,000 now.
That's too expensive for.
Yeah, if he was like maybe 67, I'd take it. Derek Favors, he's cheap. He started last game, maybe get you 25. But another thing with Favors though, if he's a little injured, I don't think they're gonna, and if they're gonna blow him out, there's no reason to have Favors out there. So.
Nope. Seems like one that they're going to kind of take advantage of resting.
Man, I don't really see anyone in this game. Maybe some Rudy. Embiid's gonna rest. They said I read a couple days ago that Noel's gonna play full minutes tonight. But still against Utah. Said he has no limit restriction. Extended minutes.
Why does Noel on full minutes at 4,600 have to happen against Utah?
It doesn't say full. It says extended. So I don't know what extended means because the last three games he's been 7 minutes, 10 minutes, and 3 minutes. So
What the?
yeah, so extended minutes might be 13. So yeah,
No, thank you.
yeah, I'm not going to be touching that. So for me, Rudy Gobert maybe just because easy matchup against Okafor. No Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid actually is a pretty good defender, so Rudy should easily handle this one. I would still go Marc Gasol though in a competitive
I feel
night.
stupid for saying this, but if it wasn't for his price, I would feel like it's an Ilya Silva game.
Yeah, same here. I was feeling that too. If he was, sitting at like 40, like 4,400, oh yeah, I'd play him. I still don't think he'll do bad. I know it's weird to say. I mean, I think around 25, but that's too much for 5,500.
Yeah, he still might hit 30.
Yeah. I really don't mind him in this one. I know it's weird to say that, but
It's just going
as
to be
we,
ugly. There's going to be a bunch of missed shots. I mean, he's going to have to get it through rebounds.
yeah, plus no Joel Embiid. Um, just gonna go see here how he's played against slow paced teams. Detroit 24, Memphis 53. Wow. Um, yeah, a lot of these slow paced teams he hasn't done too much. Yeah, man, he plays Memphis good, 35. So, yeah, I don't mind Urson. He's not going to be popular, I don't think. But would you really play him over Canner? I mean, almost the same price.
Doesn't make sense.
Yeah. So this game is a huge fade for me. Besides Rudy, maybe, but yeah. So I think we're going to move on unless you see anything else.
That's about it.
All right. All right. Moving on to our last game, we have Dallas and the Lakers. A 204 total, and the Lakers by 2.5. So Lakers, they just been sucking bad. They've lost
Yeah.
12 of their last 13 games. Dallas sucks too. So yeah, but no, this might be one of the more competitive games besides that Boston game. So,
Two crappy teams. It's a get right game for both of them.
so right away, I know he hurt you last game, but he will.
Yep.
Right away, Berea's out again. He just blew us, man. Last game, Houston only had 16. I don't know what happened there. Beverly was out, so we're like, oh yeah, for sure. But
I don't understand that.
I don't know.
I mean, uh, that was tilting.
Yeah, that was a little. I don't want to be playing too much Russell against D. Will, pretty good defender. One guy that's been getting a little bit more playing time. I still don't think he's, I don't know, in question, but Seth Curry with JJ Barea out, he's been playing a little bit more. 20, 26, and 21. Would you play him against the Lakers? No Barea. I mean, we saw how Seth Curry did when Barea was out. Would you consider him or no?
Yeah, didn't we just try to play a shooting guard against the Lakers?
Did we? I don't remember.
I feel like that was like last slate. I don't know. It just didn't work out. I know that.
Well, he'll be playing backup point guard / shooting guard. So, um, but yeah, I mean Wesley Matthews. Do you like any of these guys? Lou Williams, Nick Young, Matthews.
Eric Gordon, that's who it was. Yeah, Eric Gordon
Oh yeah,
burnt us against.
the Lakers. Well, yeah, but the reason why though is because they just annihilated him, so he didn't really need to play. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, who do you like here? Williams, Matthews, Young,
I like Matthews.
5,500. Lou Williams. It's just, this could be a Williams game, but yeah, Matthews gets you around 28. I think. I definitely don't mind that at all. Who else you like in here from that small forward? Do you like in some Harrison?
Oh,
He's gonna be like 85% owned. So
I hate this guy.
last time Matthews did play the Lakers, he had 27.3. So
You kind of have to play Barnes, even though I don't want to.
and then
For
last time,
cash purposes, yeah, play him. I mean,
yeah. And then last time Barnes played, he had 35.4. So, but I think that was with D. Will and all those guys out. That was when he was on that huge run. But still, he's not a bad play. Do you like? I know it's going up against Harrison Barnes, but Luol Deng's been half decent this last week.
yeah, I do like Dang.
I mean, I know it's going up against Barnes, but he's played some. I mean, he went up against Utah. He went up against the Clippers. Those are two pretty good defenses, and he had 40 and 27. I mean, he's played a lot of good teams. Cleveland, 32 points. So yeah, I like him here.
Mm-hmm.
5,100. He's still a little cheap for me. So definitely like some Luol Deng. Not too high in Brandon Ingram. You like Randall? I like Randall against Dirk.
Yeah, sure.
What about? Do you like Dirk on the flip side, or he's just not getting enough minutes yet? Plus, he's not healthy yet.
They're talking. I mean, this guy might just be done.
Yeah, he should. I mean, I love him as a player. He's one of my guys. When I was growing up, I loved him. But I think he's done, man.
It's like Kevin Garnett last year, man.
Same thing. Really, really good player, but just it was it. He's done. So yeah, some Randall in there, and then you got Andrew Bogut. Do you think he'll do good against Miles Gaff? Who you like in here? I kind of have a weird feeling that Bogut might get you 25.
I just did a little cringe face right now because I'm like, I gotta play Bogut.
Right?
I don't want to, but I mean, it just seems like the right spot.
I mean, he's cheap, man. He's only $4,200.
He's an a-hole.
But he hasn't been playing any minutes. He has not been playing any minutes last two games. 11 and 11.
He even got the start over Salah, but yeah.
This could be a game where you just fade him and he plays like 25 minutes and gets you like 28 fantasy points.
I think this is kind of what happened with him in Golden State, where they just you bring him out for the first like 10 minutes of the game to just shut down the start, and then he just sits on the bench.
Yeah, but why would you put in Sal over Bogut though? I don't know. See,
What do you mean?
but I was gonna say, I mean, well, don't they shut him down, right? And then they bring in Sal.
Oh yeah.
See,
No, I
yeah, that's
agree.
what
Yeah,
I
like
don't get.
why play Madri over? Yeah, I get it. I get what you're saying, but
I mean, I get it in Golden State because they're doing the same thing with Zaza Pachulia. They're only playing him 15, 20 minutes. I mean, that's
mhm.
how Golden State plays. But with Dallas, they need it big. Um, with everybody injured, with Dirk not feeling good, they're small. Harrison, Matthews, they got a small team. So you think they need a big guy in the middle. So
Let's not forget that Rick Carlisle was just like resting his guys.
was Carlisle's.
Pretty much all last year and beginning of this year, resting his players like they were preparing for deep runs in the playoffs. Take a look at your record, buddy.
Right. Yeah,
Figure out
Carlisle.
your rotations.
He's definitely hurt us in the past, man. Yeah, Carlisle is a little nemesis for us. He doesn't announce his lineup and then he just benches everyone right before the game, so that's cool. Um,
He thinks he's Popovich, but
he's not. No. So we got D Will. We like him. We don't mind some Wesley Matthews here. I don't mind Seth Curry maybe, but only in a deep GPP if you're gonna go crazy. Harrison Barnes, half decent playing the cash. Luol Deng, is he an all around GPP and cash, or is he just cash? I think for me, I think you
kind of
put
all around, I think.
Deng and everything. Yep.
One guy we kind of didn't cover, but I really don't mind D'Angelo Russell either. I
You like
think as
Russell?
a GPP, yeah. Think GPP. I don't mind him. He's scary. He's not good. um,
He is scary. I mean, 24,
it,
23, and 10.
I just think if he gets his shot going, he gets really scary.
He does. And not many people are going to have him.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
GPP only.
for sure. And then power forward, definitely like some Randall. And then that's kind of it right there. So, yeah, this could be an interesting slate. There's some good plays. Didn't find too many cheap options, which kind of stinks. Yeah. All right. Anyway, let's start this lineup. So just gonna put Westbrook in there like we do all the time.
Yep.
All right, that puts you at 5,900. So we got D. Will, we got Smart.
I say let's just start with fucking with putting in Harrison there.
All right, let's put him in there. Yeah, like I said, he's cheap.
Goodness.
Yeah, you got to have him in there. 62. Got to put in Batum, I think.
Yeah.
And then Tony Allen.
Oof.
I mean, unless there's someone else you want to spend up on here. I mean, go Wesley Matthews if you want.
Yeah, I don't really have anybody on my list who I really, really, really need. So,
right. So who do you want? You want Matthews or Tony Allen? I think
just
I
try
go
with Matthews, but
Matthews.
probably Allen. But yeah, start with Matthews and hope we can finish there. James have to.
Warren, Dang, who you like there?
Probably Dang, I think.
Yeah, I mean maybe Warren. Like I said, that all depends on that news.
Right.
All right, I didn't put in Matthews there, so we're at 5,033.
I don't know if we can get Dang in there. We might just have to go MKG.
All right, I'll take him out here.
I don't know how we're gonna work this.
All right, you want me to put in Canner right now?
Yeah, but I mean, how are we gonna? Oof.
Put you at $5,000 for two guys. Can't get Gasol, unfortunately.
You go Thompson, I guess, or
I have to, even though it's not the play I want though. That leaves you with a $4,900, $5,000 power forward. Oh my goodness.
It's ugly.
Yeah, it's pretty ugly. All right. Well, anyway, we're way over the salary, but as you see, it's a little hard to make a lineup right now. But obviously, throughout the day, we're going to have a finished lineup for you guys. So anyway, we like Westbrook, got to have him in there. Andrew Harrison, don't like him. Don't mind him as a point guard, punt play. Also, Darren Williams is in a half decent spot as well. Marcus Smart, if you want to go that way. Shooting guards, you got Batum, and then that's kind of really it. You got Matthews, maybe some Tony Allen, Josh Richardson, maybe if he starts. And then small forwards, you got to have LeBron in there, I think. I'd love to get Harrison, maybe in a cash. Don't know if you can get him in there. And then you got Luol Deng, Warren, depending on what's going on. And then Michael Kidd-Gilchrist as a safety net down there for 47. And then power forward is kind of where I want to spin up. I want to get Love. I want to go Love and Canner, but I just don't know how you can do that. That's where I'm going. And then you got Randall there, and then center Marc Gasol, and then kind of just got a punt away there. I said maybe some Tristan Thompson, but that's really it. So yeah, it's gonna be it's gonna take a little bit for us to get a lineup together, but we will definitely get that going. So yeah, as normal, guys, if you guys are interested in premium lineups, definitely let Anthony and I know. $30 per month, 130 for the season, 3 to 5 lineups per day, and then DraftKings 25 per month, 2 to 3 lineups per day, 25 for the season. We will have our email in the comment section. Just message us. We'll get you all set up. All right, you got anything else?
No, that just about does it. Good luck, everybody, and hope we all win some money.
Yep, for sure. So, all right, guys, hope everyone has a good Thursday, and we'll see you guys here on Friday.